The optional function of BE8 alarm code is going to be discussed in this video. BE8 function works essentially like BE6. However, the BE8 timer that starts this function will start after the BE6 alarm code detection timer has timed out. Right now, in this application, the drive is powered up. And that's something to be aware of, that the BE8 alarm code detection only will occur if the drive is powered up. And what I'm going to do to demonstrate how this works, first, I am going to establish that the drive, and this is determined by the monitor mode function U105 I just went to, that the drive is always, as long as it's powered up, is always watching motor speed. So I've released the brake and I'm turning the motor shaft either direction. And you can see that the drive is monitoring motor speed. What this can simulate for a hoist motion, we have a load in the air, and for some reason, the holding brake fails. What will happen? The load in the air will start to come down, and that will indicate then on the display of the drive a negative direction of the motor speed, which is what I'm simulating here. Well, if I turn on the BE8 alarm code detection, that will not happen. So this function, again, is an option, has to be turned on in the programming. To do that, I'm going to go to the menu key. I'm going to go to parameters, and I'm going to go to the group C, crane and hoist motions. And I'm going to go to the C8 group, no load brake. I'm going to open that up, and I'm going to cruise through these. And I'm going to look for something that says BE8 brake slip detection. And that is the parameter C0822. BE8 brake slip detection. A 0 indicates it's disabled. I'm going to set this to a 1. I'm going to lock it in. Now I'm going to hit the home key. Now, let's go back and get back to the monitor mode function so you can see how this works. I'm going to go back to U105. And as I rotate this in the down direction, it caught it. And now the drive is holding the motor shaft, which then would be related to the load position, at essentially 0. So BE8 will provide additional safety protection, if enabled, that in the event that the holding brake or brakes should fail, the drive will recognize this condition and hold the load at 0 position. Like BE6, you can run the hoist or any of the crane motions that this is on. We can still run, and it'll run at the BE6 up speed, which is the factory default is 10% of max speed, which is in this case 6 hertz. I can go down full speed, but I can only go up at the BE6, BE8 up speed. Now, right now, as I demonstrated, when I release the run command, and this would only happen until I have put the load down in a safe position on the ground. When I release the run command, the drive will go in, and it's going to do its BE6 alarm code detection, BE/BE8 alarm code detection, and now because there's no movement, it will clear itself. The factory default setting for BE6, BE8 is such that once the drive goes into either a BE6 or BE8, it stays in there. So I'm going to set this back to factory default settings, this automatic reset function. Now, I will find this in either the programming directory, but I'm going to go a quicker way, and that's into the modified parameters. And these are all listed alphabetically and numerically. And as I go in here, there it is, brake slip detection, C822. I'm going to open this up, and I'm going to set it back to default and turn the function off. And then I'm going to go back up one, and I'm going to turn the brake slip reset function off and set this back to factory default settings. And now the drive will behave such that I have disabled the BE8 detection, and I have disabled the auto reset function for both BE6 and BE8.